Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Bobby here, back once again with another video, and today we're going to be doing the review of the MEGO, or how do you pronounce it? MEGO, or say MEGO, MEGO Jeepers Creepers figure. Now, there is actually, I believe, a Tots Trick or Treat Studios screen Greats figure this that's got released, and I was trying to get that, but I couldn't see any available on eBay or anywhere. I know the review spot's got one, but I couldn't see anyone that was available. I thought it'd be cool to add to the collection, and then the only one I saw on eBay was the MEGO one. I thought, do you know what? I can't get the Trick or Treat one. And this wasn't that expensive, so I thought, you know, I'm going to get this. Now, as regards to the actual film, I absolutely don't like them. I just think they're quite terrible, in fact. Now, I did see the first Jeepers Creepers film. It was 2001 with my friend back then at the cinema. And I did actually think it was alright at the beginning until it just started getting sort of into it, and then you sort of seeing him, and then he sort of started flying, and then that's when I just lost all complete interest. I thought it was too far fetched and too ridiculous. I thought it was just going to be like sort of that one, you know, just a basic horror film where there was just going to be a killer just going around killing people, just, you know, something you could relate to and could imagine something happening. But for me, it just got too far fetched when he started flying around and stuff, and I was like, nah, too ridiculous for me. And yeah, and the second one is even worse. I think the second one is probably one of the worst horror sequels I think I've ever seen. Where he's just flying around killing people. I thought it was absolutely ridiculous. Um, Especially when there's a scene where there's a group of people on a coach or something. He's just flying around, killing them one by one. It's just really, really awful. It's Jeepers Creepers 3. I don't even think I've seen Jeepers Creepers 3. But yeah, really don't like the films. However, I just felt that he deserved his place in the collection because it's had. Because usually I get stuff more or less that's had sequels. You know, all the stuff I get. I usually only get stuff that's had more than one sequel and add to the collection. And I did feel that it did deserve his place in the collection, even though don't really like the movies. And I thought, yeah, do you know what? He's going to look. It's going to look really good to add Jeepers Creepers to the horror side of the collection. And I thought, yeah, let's pick him up and add it to the collection. So that gives another different character to the mix. It's like I try and add new different characters occasionally. And yeah, so I thought I'd definitely pick this up. So it wasn't very expensive on eBay. I think it was ranging from 20 something to 30 something range. So I paid about 32 for this. But when I looked before at these, they were coming up as quite expensive. I thought, oh god, they're quite expensive. No, too expensive. I'll leave it. But then when I looked again, they were a lot cheaper. So I thought, yeah, let's definitely pick it up. I think a lot of people, I think these are quite popular because, as I said, there's a few on eBay. A couple of them are sold. I think there's a couple of interest in a few of them. Yeah, so I think a lot of people wanting to grab Jeepers Creepers. Although I've said that I'm not a fan of this franchise, but I know a lot of people are. But yeah, so the figure itself, I kind of always felt it looked a bit like I'm not sure if it's some sort of creature from some other franchise. It looks kind of familiar with that face, with that like that. I'm just trying to think of what other where I've sort of seen something like that. I don't know if it's from some TV series where there's sort of mutants in it or something. It just looks like that's sort of familiar. I don't know if it's like maybe a mutant from some cartoon action series, but yeah, it just looks really familiar. To be honest, I don't really like the design of. You probably won't hear me say much good stuff about it. So I don't really like the films. I don't really like the character either, to be honest. But yeah, I'm sure that looks familiar. Something maybe they based the character on something, maybe. But yeah, there's the design of it. Doesn't seem too badly painted. It's got quite nice detail on it. Nicely painted. Let's take a look back. Not much detail going on there. Yeah, head doesn't look too bad. Body. Now, that is actually supposed to be the actual body of the creeper. But they've done it sort of on the actual material. So it's kind of like that's the, well, that's supposed to be the actual body with that pattern on there. But they've done it as material for some reason instead of, because underneath it's got the brown coloured body, but then he's got that underneath. So really that pattern should be underneath, surely, shouldn't it? So I don't think he's got I don't think he's got a shirt on underneath. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be underneath. Maybe they feel they couldn't get that design onto the actual plastic part of the body, and then they just thought they had to do that, but I don't know. Anyway, they did that, and that's the design on that material part of it, or that's supposed to be the actual body. What is it on the back then? Is it just a bit of design there? You can see it. It's done up there. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be on the actual torso itself rather than that. But as I said, maybe they just couldn't get that. And then you sort of got like basic grey sort of trousers. Sort of got kind of like a sort of, don't know, damp effect to it. Then it's got like black boots, and they've got sort of like tears and rips at the bottom of them. And then we've got his sort of like long coat or jacket, long style coat, which has got sort of like tears in it and tears at the bottom. Yeah, sort of tears and rips there, and then that's mainly all black, but then it's got sort of like brown. I don't know what's going on here with these sort of brown, they're sort of like brown slash marks. I don't know if that's supposed to meant to be splashed on. It's kind of like they've got paint or something, like, and then there's just like they've painted something, and then it's sort of like been smeared on the back. But I don't know if that's meant to be like that. It's kind of like he's like brushed against a wall that's been painted or something. I don't know if that's meant to just be detail. I have no clue if this is accurate from the movie, as I said, because I'm not a huge fan of it. I haven't seen them. Maybe I should watch them again, just for the sake of it, now that I've added him in the collection. I might get the DVDs. I haven't actually got the DVDs. I might just add them just for the fun of it. Now that I've got the figure, I'm actually quite tempted to get before the collection and watch them again. I haven't seen them in years, even though I can't stand them. But just thought get, watch them again just for fun. And I want to check a couple of things actually to check to see if this is right. But yeah, it's sort of black long jacket with tears, sort of brown paint marks. It seems to be on there. But yeah, it's all right. The figure, as I said, I'm not a huge fan of it, and I don't really like the design of it, to be honest. But I just felt he did deserve his place in the collection. Articulation is quite simple. It's just the usual MEGO characters. Legs and arms are quite loose, but they do move about. The joints are there in all the places. However, these are a nightmare to stand up. If you've got these and you know about MEGO figures, they're a nightmare to stand up. Hardly any of them stand up on their own. I don't know if I've got one other MEGO. I've got the Candyman MEGO that looks alright, but it doesn't stand up at all on its own. I've got it leaning against the mirror on the horror collection side. But yeah, they don't stand up on its own. I mean, if anyone's managed to get these standing up, these MEGO figures, then you've fair play. You've done a good job at trying to stand them up. But you can't even get bases for them to put on like any platforms because they haven't even got any pegs or holes in the bottoms of the feet to sort of like go on any sort of bases. However, actually, he does actually stand up. Maybe the feet are not bad on this. Oh, actually, he does stand up. It's quite surprising, actually. I think it might not turn out to be too bad in the end. Does actually stand up. It's quite surprising. Because I'm pretty sure the Candyman does not stand up. But yeah, does stand up. Not too bad. Yeah. So the Arctic Exchange is right. As I said, doesn't usually stand up, but on this occasion does. Now, there's no accessories with this. Don't know if they've got any accessories with the figure or whether it didn't come with any accessories. Because I bought this second hand, obviously. So no accessories. But yeah, I think if I can find a place for him, I think he's just going to be. If he'll stay standing up or is standing up, then if he'll stay standing up, I may try and see if I can get him into a good place where he can stand there. But I'm not 100%. He's sort of standing, but I don't know if it's going to sort of stay like that. Because I had figures where they've sort of stood up, but then they've fell down. So I don't know whether I'm going to have him standing, leaning against something, or whether I just take a chance. And if he falls down, then just lean him up against something after that. But I don't know. Yeah. So guys, I think that's going to be it for this review. It's alright figure. He may grow on me. And possibly the franchise. Who knows? So guys, that's going to be it for this review. Hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye for now. See you soon. Cheers.